Hello everyone, my name is Shai, and today I'm reacting to some more Enhypen. This time checking out Drunk-Dazed. 안녕하세요 여러분, 내 이름은 샤입니다. 이거는 좀 한국 인사이지만 안녕하세요. 저는 이름은 샤입니다. 오늘 리액션은 Enhypen Drunk-Dazed. So I'm very excited about this. Obviously I'm slowly but surely catching up to all that they have released in the past 3-4 years now. Getting there, slowly but surely. Definitely finally getting into the Enhypen hype. No pun intended. So I'm gonna get straight into this. So without further ado, this is Drunk-Dazed with Enhypen with Drunk-Dazed. Here we go. Invites her a bloody birthday party. Are there werewolves? Ew. Oh. Oh. whole story with this, don't they? Like, don't they have what do we call it? A whole series with it, because obviously they have, what is it? Give and Taken. They have Drunk-Dazed, and then they also have Drunk-Dazed. I think these 3 songs are kind of like a series. Correct me if I'm wrong. But also, doesn't this also, because I know they released a song called "Bite Me," and they're vampires in that one. So doesn't this kind of tie into that, or like are they all separate music videos? Like I said, I'm literally starting from the beginning, of like from their debut up until today, with their releases, because I am behind, so far behind. I know that, but I am also, for some reason, I was just thinking about this music video, the concept and everything. I'm like, because I am an old stan, I am thinking Vix. Like, this is reminding me of Vix. Like, maybe era, if not, yeah, it was era where they were vampires too. Except, like, less graphic. Was it Error? When were they vampires? I'm pretty sure it was Error. Vix Vampire. Oh no, it was On and On. It was On and On. But basically it was like a mix of Error and like On and On kind of era, if you know that, if you're around my age and have feeling and know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm getting Vix vibes from this so far, which is good, because I've been missing, like, to be honest, I haven't really checked out. I think this is why it's also been taking me a long time to check out, like, the newer stuff of Enhypen, is because, like, a lot of the newer stuff, like, a lot of new groups and whatnot are pretty much, like, repetitive, and they're too westernized. Like, to me, I don't think they have a lot of them. This is my personal opinion, guys. This have nothing to do with Enhypen. This is just me as a person who has been a K-pop fan for a very long time. But I feel like K-pop has now lost a bit of its charm. It's become too westernized, and there's nothing really much to look forward to, in terms of releases and whatnot, and in terms of talent as well, if I'm to be very honest. Nowadays it's more on beauty rather than talent. So to have these kiddos, come out with a lot of talents and a lot of, that they're growing, despite, the beginnings and whatnot. That's a good thing. I've seen a lot of groups these days, or at least I've heard of a lot of groups these days. I haven't seen a lot of groups these days. I've heard a lot of groups these days obviously prefer beauty over talent, and that's the only thing that sells. Like, why go to a singer's concert if they're not, an actual singer? But anyway, that's beside the point. So I'm glad to have, some groups out there that are giving me back the nostalgia, giving me back that kind of uniqueness of K-pop and whatnot. And it's been a while since I've seen, like, a concept idol. I mean, obviously, ATEEZ is also doing this story kind of concept as well. And, obviously everyone has their own... God, I'm dragging so many names in here, I do apologize. But my point is, although they're, like, similar kinds of things, they all have their own twist to it. And again, like I said, this is my own opinion. This is someone who's been a fan of K-pop, who's been around of K-pop since about 2010. So, I've seen the changes, I've seen what is different from back then to now. To see, to see what was looked for back then versus what is looked for now. But to see a lot of these kiddos come out, if I have a sense of nostalgia, and of course I'm going to keep an eye on them because they kind of fit what I look for when it comes to K-pop. But besides the point, I'm off track. Enhypen. Such an interesting group of kiddos. I know I said I adopted Jay, who's from Seattle, because I am also from Seattle. I pretty much grew up there, even though I kind of moved around a bit, but I pretty much spent from about 5 years old to about 21 in Seattle. So that's pretty much my life right there, a quarter of my life there. So it definitely has a special place in my heart. So that's why I immediately adopted Jay. It is Jay, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is Jay. I remember because he had it from the Mariners too. So it's really interesting to see a kid from Seattle big And you know, for the people who are probably friends with him in like school and whatnot, Seattle, like they're wondering like, what, how the hell did this kid make it this big? And you know, I cannot wait to see more from Enhypen. Like I said, I'm catching up to everything, and I'm really very curious to see like how their other releases are as well, because like I said, I have been getting a bit of nostalgia from listening to their old stuff, so I'm wondering how their new stuff sounds, and I honestly cannot wait for that. So yes, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.